my life and the lives of people around me to this day. So to me it's an amazing and wonderful thing that these teachings are alive, and that when we recollect them, not just remembering the words, but we notice when there is dukkha, when there's a feeling of dissatisfaction, we want something that we can't have. we're stuck with something that we don't want, like the pandemic. We'd like the gates of the monastery to be open for everyone, but we haven't got it. Separation from the light is dukkha. Piyehi vipayogo dukkho, as the Buddha puts it in there. Piyehi vipayogo dukkho, that separation from the light, that is suffering, that's dukkha. Apiyehi sampayogo dukkho, association with the disliked, that's dukkha. And what he points to is that when we can understand, this is the way that my mind is relating to this feeling of being attracted to something that I like, or being averse, negative towards something that I dislike. If we can understand that feeling just as something that has arisen, we can know it, we can let it pass by, then our heart is not burdened by that wanting or that not wanting. But it's known just as like the passing weather. Like today's beautiful sunny day, some of you might be thinking, it's too hot, oh, this is worse than Thailand, or Sri Lanka isn't as hot as this. But just to be able to recognize this is a feeling, this has been kwamrusuk, it's a sensation, that's all. The mind doesn't have to add anything to it, it's just this way, as Luang Por Sumedho would say over and over again, it's this way. And when we recognize it's this way, in this moment at this time, then we can let go, and there's a great freedom and ease in the heart. Okay. So we will now begin our Sunday morning ceremonies. Ajahn Sundara, can I invite you to call the Devas? Sure, okay. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa. Buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Saṅghāṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Dutiyampi Buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Dutiyampi Dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Dutiyampi Saṅghāṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Tatiyampi Buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Tatiyampi Dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Tatiyampi Saṅghāṃ saraṇaṃ
gacchami yocha kumamo amala pangado samang wabudo sugato vimuto ma ratsapasa winnimo chayando bhape sikema janatang vinayang buddhang varandang sirasa namami loka sanatan javinayakam jatande jasate jayasiri hotu sa pandaraya chawin samendu dhammo dajoyo viyata sasatu dase silo katsa visuddhi mangang niyani kodha madara sadari sada vaho santikaro suchinno dhamma varantang sirasa namami moha padalang upasa tadahang dande jasa te jayasiri hotu saban taraya chawina samendu sadhamma sena sugata nukoyo lokatsa papo pakile sanjeta sando sayang san tinniyo jako jasawaka tadhammang viditang karo tisangang varandang sirasa namami bodhanu bodhang sammasi laditing tande jasa jayasiri hotu sabandaraya chawina samendu asevana chabalanang bandita nanja sevana puja cha pujani yanang etamangalamu tamang bhatirupande sawa socha bhumbe chakatapu nyata atasamma banidichahe tamangalamu tamang bahusa chanchasi panchavinay chasusikito subhasita chayavachae tamangalamu tamang mata pitu upadana putadaratsa sangaho anna kula chakamanda hetam Galamutamang danan cha dhammacharya chanyatakanan cha sangaho anavajanika maniyeta mangalamu tamang arati virati papama chapana cha sanyamo apamado cha dhamme sueta Galamutamang garavo cha nivato cha sandhu ti cha katanyata kalena tha matsavanang etamang galamu tamang kandi jaso vacha sata samananang jada sanang galena tha masaka cha hetama galamutamang tapo cha brahmacharya cha hariya sachanada sanang nipanasa chakiriya cha hetamang galamu tamang putat salokada mehi chitang yatsanaka patiyasokang virachanke Etamangalamutamang etadisa nikatawana sabatamapara cita sabata sotinga canditande sang galamutamandi angkinchi vedang indau Hurang wasage suayang ratana panitang nano samanga titata gatena hidam vibudhe ratanang panitang etena sa chena sawati hotu kayang viragang amatang vanidang yada jaga sakyamuni sama ito natena dhammena samadhike chihidam vidhamme ratana pani Nasajena sawati hotu yambudaseto barivanai suching sama dimanantarikan yamahusama dinatena samona vijatihidha pidhamme ratanang vanitang tena sachena sawa Tihotu ye pogala atasatang vasadacha tariyetani yuga nihondi teda kinaya sugata sasavaka hete sudhinnani mahapalani hida visanghe ratanang vanitang tena sachena soa Tihotu Yesu payota manasa talena nikamino gotamasa sanami te patipata amatang vigaya lada mudani puting bunjamana hida pisanghe ratanang vanitang tena sachena soa Tihotu kinang puranang nawang tisambhavang virata jita yatike pavasaming dekina vichaha viroli chandani pandhidhira yataya padipo hidam visanghe ratanang vanitang etena sa chena sawa Tihotu Karaniya mata kusalena yanda sandang badang abhisame chasako uju chasuhuju chasuacho chasamutu anatimani sandu sako chasumbaro chaha pakicho chasalahukavoti sa Tindriyo cha nipako cha pangabo kule suananugido nachakurang samachare kinchiye navenyo pareyo pavadayong sukino Kevino hontu sape sata bhawa tu sukitata yeke chipanabu tatita sawata varawa hanavase sadi kawaye mahandawa machimara sakahanukatula Titavaye chadita ye chandure vasa tiyavidure putava sambhave siva sabe sata bhava tu sukitata naparo parang niku vetanati manye takata china kinchi vayaro sanapati kasanya nanya manya sadu kami chaya mata yataniya hutang ayusahe kaputammanurake hewa visabhabute sumana samba vayeya parimanang metan chasambalokasaming mana samba vayeya pari Udhammado chatiriyan chaha sambadang avera asapatang ditan charan nisi Noa sayano vaya vata savigata medo etang sading aditaya brahma metang vi rangitamahudi tinchahanupagha Masila Dasanena Sampano Kame Suvinaya Gedang Nahija Tugabasayam Bunare Titi Dukapata Chaninduka Bayapata Chanipaya Sokapata Chani Soka Hondu Sabe Pipanino Etawata Chaham Ehi Sambarang Punya Sambarang Sabe Dewa Numodandu Saba Sambati Sediya Danang Dadandu Sadayasi Langrakandu Sambanda Bhavana Birata Ho Tuga Chandu Devata Gata Sabe Buddha Balapata Pachekananjaya Parangarahantana Chate Chenara Kambanda Misabaso Mahakaruniko Nato Hita Yasabapani Nang Boritawa Barami Sabapato Sambodhi Mutamang Ete Nasacha Vajena Hotute Jayamangalam Jayanto Bodhiyamule Sakyanang Nandiwadano Wangtawang Vichayo Hohi Jayan Sujaya Mangale Yapara Chittapalan Gesise Patavi Bokare Abhiseke Samba Buddhanang Aga Pato Pamotati Sunaka Tang Sumangalang Supabat Sukano Sumuhoto Chasuyitang Brahmachari Supada Kinang Kaya Kamang Vacha Kamang Bada Kinang Mano Kamang Banidite Pada Kina Nikat Wanala Bandade Badakine. So, Yonkanya, are you going to be the Matatayok today? Dima.
When we are going to pay this day. Sunday Pūjā, and we play the Five Precepts together, please. Arahanta Sammasambuddho Bhagava Buddhang Bhagavantang Abhivājami Savahato Bhagavata Dhammo Dhammam Namasami Patipanno Bhagavato Sāvaka Saṅgho Saṅghang Namami Namo tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Namo tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Namo tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Tassa mayang pante sung lakanakaya Tisaranena saha panca sila niyajama Tutiyampi mayang pante sung lakanakaya Tisaranena saha panca sila niyajama Tatiyampi mayang pante sung lakanakaya Tisaranena saha panca sila niyajama.
This is the request for the opportunity to determine the 3 refuges and the 5 precepts. So as I like to remind us all every week. This is the chance that we have to reset our direction, so that we are, say, looking to the qualities of the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha as a way of, say, guiding our lives in the most skillful, helpful way that we can. So that when we take refuge in the Buddha, as Luang Por Sumedho has been emphasizing in many of his Dhamma talks, when we take refuge in the Buddha, it's not just looking to our great teacher Gautama Buddha, who lived 2,500 years ago and who established this religious tradition and say gave us these teachings, but Buddha, which is a refuge, is that quality, the capacity we have right now to be awake, to be aware of these hot feelings on this summer, this warm summer day here in southern England. We can know this is a hot feeling. That which is aware of the feeling is not limited by that feeling, it's not burdened by that. It knows that feeling of hotness, but it's not burdened by that, it's not limited by that. This quality of awareness is our refuge. We can know feelings of pleasure, feelings of pain, happiness, unhappiness, gain and loss, comfort and discomfort, praise and criticism. That which knows discomfort is not uncomfortable. That which knows agitation is not agitated. That which knows heat is not hot. I would suggest you can argue with me if you like. You can disagree. Oh, I'm really hot, Ajahn. But this is why the Buddha established this teaching: is that we have the capacity to change our attitude, change the way we relate to our life, our mind, and to the world. So when we take refuge in the Buddha, it's choosing to be awake, to be aware, and not to be grasping those feelings of like and dislike, comfort and discomfort, and so on. To take refuge in Dhamma means to live in accordance with the way things are, the way nature works. To not look at our life around what I prefer, what I like, what I don't like, or how I think things should be or could be, but rather, here it is, it's this way, this is the way it is. So when we live a life centered on nature, a nature-centered life rather than a self-centered life, then everything becomes a lot more peaceful and easy. Doesn't mean the temperature drops, but it means that our attitude is, say, very peaceful and easeful, is open and spacious in relationship to what we experience, so that we're not looking for nature to be different than the way it is. Right now it's this way. To take refuge in Sangha is to choose to do that which is noble, that which is good, that which is unselfish and kind. So what I like to describe this as to listen to that voice in your heart that loves the good, that loves to be patient, that loves to be kind, that loves to be harmless, that loves to be honest. To take refuge in Sangha is to listen to that voice rather than the other one that says, what about me? And I don't like this, I want that. That is the unhelpful voices that come forth in our minds and in our hearts. So to take refuge in Sangha is to lean towards, to incline towards that which is noble, that which is harmless, that which is honest and kind, generous. So those of you who'd like to join in with the ceremony, you have the words there in Pali and English printed up on these sheets. Please feel free to join in if you wish. If you don't wish to, if you just wish to sit and watch and listen, that's quite all right as well. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Buddhaṃ saranang gacchāmi. Dhammang saranang gacchami. Sanghang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami. Tisarana gamanang nititang. Panati pata verapmani sikapadang samadhiyami. I undertake the precept to refrain from taking the life of any living creature. Adinadana verapmani sikapadang samadhiyami. I undertake the precept to refrain from taking that which is not given. Kamesu michachara verapmani sikapadang samadhiyami. I undertake the precept to refrain from sexual misconduct. Musavada verapmani sikapadang samadhiyami. I undertake the precept to refrain from lying. Sura meraya majappamadatana verapmani sikapadang samadhiyami. I undertake the precept to refrain from consuming intoxicating drink and drugs which lead to carelessness. Imani pancha sikapadani silena sugatinyanti silena poga sampada silena nibutinyanti tasama silang viso daye. Welcome. So, as I like to do every Sunday morning, this is an occasion to express our gratitude, our appreciation for the many people, thousands, tens of thousands of people in the medical services, doctors, nurses, the paramedics, ambulance drivers, people in social services, social care providers, all of the school teachers who've been keeping the schools going during the pandemic, the university lecturers helping to keep the universities running, and all of the drivers of buses, cleaners, everybody who's helping to get people to where they need to go to get medical treatment and looking after the families who are suffering, continuing to suffer through the effects of the pandemic. The numbers are rising here in the UK, as many people know. I think about 50,000 people per day coming down with COVID, with this latest wave of infections. So the pandemic is by no means over, and this is one of the reasons why we're continuing to keep our gates mostly closed. So unfortunately we can't open the place up to the public in a free and open way as we'd like to do. Maybe later in the summer we'll be able to change the setup, but right now we have to keep things with this limitation of numbers for these morning sessions from 10:30 to 1 o'clock each day. So I'm very glad those who've come today have been able to gather together for this. Say those who are here physically and those who are joining in through the Sunday morning webcast, please do take this as an opportunity to bring to mind the many people who are sacrificing their time, their energy, all of their efforts to help others during these very difficult times, also falling subject to the illness themselves, catching COVID-19 through drawing close to the people that they're looking after. So it's a time of great sacrifice and a time for say extraordinary amounts of resolution, patience and generosity. So please use this as an occasion to recognize that and think this is no small thing that we've taken on as a human family, and great credit and gratitude to all those who are working so hard to keep us all safe and healthy to the degree that they have. So sadhu Anumodhana. Also, in particular, dana is being offered today. Yom Ganya and Anya's family, Anya from Southend, offering dana, offering food to the Sangha today. Also, dana is being offered on the occasion of H. Ramani Chandralata's birthday. Also, it's the death anniversary of H. Alman, a father passed away 1 year ago, a mother who is not very well, and we dedicate blessings for her on this occasion. Also, today, part of the dana today is offered by the Wanapong family. See Suvira at the back there, Suvira's family. Her sister Tui's 60th birthday today. So happy birthday, Yom Tui. Forgive my bad pronunciation, but I hope that you're watching and know that we send our blessings to you there in Thailand with Suvira's family. With the dedication, may all the goodness she has done and the support she has been giving to the parents and everyone in the family bring her strength, good health, happiness and peace. Also, dana is being offered today in memory of Father Douglas Amaravati, who passed away on the 12th of July of this year, so just a week or so ago, passed away in Sri Lanka. That's for Douglas Amaravati. Also, dana is being offered today, dedicated for Mother, Mrs. Mohan Salim, Brother Mr. Samat Atavilap, who her mother passed away on the 28th of March of this year, brother passed away on the 24th of March of this year, and also for Father Mr. Nga Salim. So the mother and son passed away within 4 days of each other this year. So very tragic for you, so dedicate blessings for them today. Also, dana is being offered, food and household equipment. It has been offered today in loving memory of James Apu, Emilin Nona. I think Apu and Nona, that's Sinhalese for father and mother. With the dedication, may they gain merit. That's from the Gunawati family. I have not mastered Sinhalese. Also, dana is being offered many food offerings have been made in memory of Mrs. Sumanawati, Pita, and all other deceased relatives, with a dedication that they all receive merit from these offerings. That's from Malika and Srimani, Janaka and Atanayaka. Dana is also being offered in memory of Mr. Gregory Julian de Silva, Mrs. Kamala Ekanayaka, Mr. Royce Hamilton Pereira, Mr. Nandasena Premasiri Ekanayaka. With the dedication, may they all receive the merit from these offerings. That's from Nimal Shriyani Santoshi and the De Silva family. And lastly today, dana offerings are being made dedicated for Tat Paibun family, family Kun Amnoi, Bunwan and Pratmuan. So we'll chant the Anumodhana, the blessing now. Those who'd like to do the water pouring, then please just begin that as I start the chanting. Yatha varevaha pura paripurinti sagarang evameva hitodinang petanang uppakapati ichitang paritang tumhang kippameva samichatu sabe parentu sankappa chando pannaraso yata manicho tiraso yata Sabaro vinasatu mate bhavatva tarayo sukirika yuko bhava ambivadanasirisa nichang vudha pachahino chataro dhamma vadanti ayavano sukhang Balang ayuto balado diro vannato patipanato sugatsa data medavi sukhanso adhikachati ayudatawa vanang balang sukhancha patipanato tikha yuya sawahoti yata yatu papachati te Bhavatu sabba mangalang rakantu sabba devata sabba buddhanubhavena sada soti bhavantu te Bhavatu sabba mangalang rakantu sabba devata sabba dhammanubhavena sada soti bhavantu te Bhavatu sabba mangalang rakantu sabba devata sabba sangha nubhavena sada soti dute. Many notes today. So may you all experience the coolness of Nibbana on this hot summer day. Please, also anyone who's interested, there's many Dhamma books in English and Thai, so please do help yourself to anything that looks interesting. It's all there for the taking.